Hey there, Pantsless peeps. It is I, Pantsless Aaron, bringing you a look at the Tesla Effect demo. This demo is freely available on Steam, so go ahead and download it and play it to your heart's content right now. I've been meaning to get to this for a while, but I wasn't going to do it. I don't really have time. I'm supposed to be packing for a trip that I'm taking this weekend, but like I said, it's overdue. I've been meaning to get to it, so I thought I'd throw something together real quick, just walk you through the Tesla Effect demo, tell you what I think about it. So, let's get started. This is the screen you'll see when you start a new game. I'm just going to go ahead and toss my name in there. Gamer mode, of course, because casual is beneath me. Yep, that's right. I said it. Alright, and let's start this off.
Well, cowboy, before you get too crazy, you might want to follow up on a lead I found for you. Called in some favors and found information on a property listed outside the city in Margaret Leonard's name. I thought we could go check it out. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Well, in order for me to get lucky, nothing unlucky has to happen to you, so I'm going by myself.
God, I love your tough guy shtick. You may just get lucky before, during, and after.
So who is Margaret Leonard, really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
Wow. Goosebumps every time.
What the hell was she doing all the way out here?
Margaret may not be the good guy here.
I'm starting to think the same thing.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this. Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
Alright, so, yeah, that opening cinematic is something, isn't it? I mean, that city it looks amazing. Matt Van Roon is no joke. That's just all there is to it. He's freaking amazing.
Only the finest in the Serbian automobile.
For those who don't know, Matt Van Roon is their video special effects person, something, compositing. I'm just woefully uneducated on the intricacies of special effects and editing, but he is largely responsible for the cutscenes looking as good as they do in pretty much every instance. So I give him mad props. Just from the things I've seen, he's just this extraordinarily talented dude, and just so happens he was a Tex Murphy fan, well before any of this came along, but
It must be toxic. I better not stick my tootsies in it.
So the controls are a lot more like a first-person shooter now, with the swift-moving mouse, and you move with WASD, or you might be able to move with the arrow keys as well. Yeah, you can. I don't know who that is, but this is probably the first time.
Whoa! There is someone or something on the other side of this stream. I wonder if it's Mantis. I need to be careful. Sounds like he's in a homicidal mood.
Well, he's actually, German. He was just saying, the! No, he wasn't. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Anyway, so this is the world of Tex Murphy. Despite the control changes, I should say updates, because this is much more comfortable than the control scheme that was previously used.
It's a plank.
No kidding. And I can go into my inventory. Nope, that's not how. Right click, there we go. Inventory and planks, and look at them.
With 5 planks, I could repair the ladder next to this shed.
See, one of the complaints some people have is that Tex is like too helpful. in some instances, especially in this demo, there are a lot of places where he will tell you things about puzzles that you may not have even seen yet. That, for instance, Tex could not possibly have seen the ladder on this side of the shed because we hadn't crossed over to this side yet. But somehow he knew it was there. So, yeah, that's kind of a downside, but it's a minor one. It doesn't really bother me. It's going to help people who are having difficulty getting through the game. They can always check their inventory and examine all the items in there, and Tex will likely say something that might help them out. Which, I've been stuck in adventure games before, and it's not fun. I mean, granted, there is something to be said for challenge, but...
Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm going to repair this ladder.
Now, see, after he says this would be a good time for him to say that about the plank in his inventory, but whatever. To each their own. This was a team of, I think, like 7 or 9 people, something like that.
Why does this have to be so heavy?
Oh, don't be a wuss, Tex. Anyway, as I was saying, despite the upgrades to the controls...
Which one's the 4th wall? Because I don't want to break it.
Smart ass. Despite the updates to the controls, it still feels very much like a Tex Murphy game, which is what I wanted, really.
Nice.
It was the most important thing to me, was that this feels
Someone's
like
watching me, and it's making me feel incredibly uneasy.
this had to feel like a Tex Murphy game.
That.
If it didn't, it would have been profoundly disappointing. But anyway.
That man over there could be Mantis.
I already know where everything is, or was, I should say. Because the nails weren't here in the beta.
Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something.
That's correct. Ooh, firewood.
You know, I've always thought that wood is a key ingredient to starting any fire.
No kidding.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
Wasn't I looking at the pile of wood? Actually, that's disingenuous. I've already seen that. I've already seen that happen, and I already sent a bug report in about it during the beta, so... Anyway. So, yeah, so I'm collecting nails, which I got. I need a hammer, which I got, and I needed, I need 5 planks, so I'm missing 2. The hard one to find is right here.
Well, this'll come in handy.
And then, over this way, is the last one.
Well, that might come in handy.
There we go. So, as of course, the best way to get the full enjoyment out of a Tex Murphy game is to explore.
What kind of creatures was Margaret keeping in captivity?
You don't do anything with this, but it's an interesting touch that she has a cage, and it will be semi-explained later. But anyway, so now, to fix the ladder, which I think I have everything I need. Let's double check. Yes, 5 planks, hammer and nails, beautiful. So, now to combine. Oh, I wish you could do that. You can't. You can drag them down to 2 combined slots. That's the other thing I was a little disappointed.
Ding, ding. We have a winner.
Like, if you wanted to combine 2 items, you should just be able to drag one on top of the other. That would be the most intuitive.
Well, I'm almost ready to start a construction project. I just need 5 wood planks.
Well, here you go. No, again, can't do that.
Hey, it worked.
Just what I need for a repair job.
Then let's do it. Beautiful. Now, something I never tried in the beta, but I heard about later. You can actually climb the ladder while it's still attached to the shed.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
Doesn't really help anything, but it's a neat little trick. And I can now take the
I
ladder.
fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder.
And now I will drop down and break my legs. Ah! No, anyway. So, now that I have the ladder, I have this gap that I could have probably jumped over. Oh, there he goes. Bye, buddy. We'll miss you. Alright, so let's toss the ladder down there. Bingo. And whoa! Easy there, buddy. You know, it'd be a lot easier to understand you if you just finished your sentence. The what? I'm sorry, I'm going to stop milking that joke.
It's a card reader. I'll need to find a card before I can get inside.
Well, lucky for me, it's not terribly far away. Hey, what's this? Nin's Dairy.
Oh man, this is one old milk box. Let's hope there's no milk inside.
The other thing that bothered me is that most items in previous Tex Murphy games would start with the look icon, and then if you could do something with them after you looked, you could, engage with them or, manipulate them or pick them up. But here, if you can manipulate them or pick them, it just automatically goes to that, so you can miss some of the game's flavor if you just automatically do what it says. But again, that's a very, very minor gripe. Oh my.
Milk drinkers? Man, that explains a lot. This card could be used to get in the front door.
See what I mean? Looking at that is not an option until you choose it.
Mildew.
But I guess it doesn't really matter one way or the other. A default action had to be done, and it's just they chose not to make looking the default action, which is not a huge deal. Not by any means.
It appears to be a key of some kind, dare I say, for the front door.
Tex is almost kind of being a jerk at that point. Well, to you, the player, just kind of rub it in. Hello, it's a key for the front door. Anyway, let's have our first interaction with Mantis, who seems to be a cheerful, chipper fellow. I wondered where he ran off to.
Who are you?
And now we see the first use of the conversation system. Let's have a little fun here. If I can. Nope.
I'm a Morlock hunter. Hunter. Let's go get those bastards.
Liar! Liar!
Let's try making a friend.
You seem like you could use a great big hug.
Friend! Slave! Killer!
I'll go with number 1.
I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed messages here.
Out of my head!
Number 3.
What exactly is in your head? You might want to tell me before my flight response kicks in here.
Help me! Slave! Die! Die!
Kids. They never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house.
So, that was Mantis, played by Todd Bridges in a wonderfully intense portrayal.
Looks like there could be something hiding underneath this dirt.
There could be, or there could not be.
The XBR 1000 greenhouse light. It sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation.
Wait a minute.
Hey, not even Sam Spade had a spade like this. Perfect for gardening.
Yoink. And now look at it.
Not even Sam Spade.
Yep. Whoa.
Looks like Margaret tried to bury her mistakes. What's she trying to do out here?
Now, that's nothing to do with, the puzzles or the game or anything required like that, but...
This controls the XBR 10,000 greenhouse light on the wall.
So here we go. Slap. Lights on.
The XBR 1000 light shines brightest right here.
Okay, so... now that that's done, I can grab these
Garden shears are perfect for
shears.
trimming grass, bushes, or stubborn branches.
I think what they were going for was that if you grabbed or interacted with something, Tex would, just do his observation then, which is good in theory, but a lot of these observations are different from what he says when you pick them up.
I wonder if there's a way to get these valerian flowers to grow quickly.
Again, extremely minor gripe.
Palm trees are a nice touch.
Very minor. In fact, it's nothing worth complaining about at all. So far, what I'm most impressed with is the sense of atmosphere, and again, how much it feels like the previous Tex Murphy games, even though it's obviously not.
Books? Do people still read these?
Maybe on a Kindle. There we are.
I never cared for pliers. Got lots of bad dental memories.
See, I never heard that before. And I never would have if I
I
hadn't
never
thought
cared for
to...
pliers.
Oh,
Got
never
lots
mind.
of bad dental memories.
Never mind. That line just must not have been in the beta, because I don't remember that. Or I could just have a crappy memory, because that's true too. Anyway,
Man, I am making great time. This thing hasn't even moved.
it's probably because it's dead. So yeah, gotta rifle through drawers. Every drawer, gotta rifle through it. Yeah, the one thing that bugged me is this wallpaper. I mean, I know from a distance it looks better, but I mean when you get up close, it's like ugh, just kind of an ugly texture. Whereas this is nice and sharp and crisp and great, you know, and so is this wallpaper. And this wallpaper is great. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Again, very minor gripes. All of them minor.
That footrest is so fancy I wouldn't dare place my feet on it. You know, couches are really pointless unless there's a TV.
I would agree.
Well, I won't be able to use this fireplace. It's got a vent cover.
That is definitely true. The one defense you would have had for having a couch without a TV, that fireplace. If it's got no vent cover, there's no point. Hey,
It's a broken syringe.
you.
Well, another matchbook to add to my collection. Very handy when you're venturing into public bathrooms.
Agreed.
I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
Maybe not. You never know. Here's my favorite observation in the demo.
I bet this could increase my defense by +5.
That's good stuff. These are...
Well, an astrolabe. These usually come in sets of 3 and somehow are all tied together.
That's incredibly random. But sure enough. Now, interesting thing, if you pull this rug back, you'll see a secret compartment. You won't be able to get in, but it'll be
Looks
there.
like I'll need some firewood.
But I learned, much to my pleasure, that if you leave the rug on and open the secret compartment anyway, the rug will start to fall in, which is a great touch. You can see, you know, an indie developer, you know, missing that kind of detail and just having the rug like float there or something. But no, they didn't miss this one. So once all the astrolabes are pointing at the compartment,
Something big just moved, and there's smoke coming out from behind the panel.
see it's kind of sunk in now, and it'll get worse if I fix it without removing the rug. But while I'm up here,
What's a pot? For planting seeds.
oh, what did you think that pot was for, you dirty boy? Now another thing, I don't know if I should be able to reach this puzzle from up here, but what the hey. Okay, let's see if I can remember how this is put together. Slidey puzzles. Usually not my thing, but I actually don't have too much of a beef with this one. Haha, get it, beef. Alright, so all of those need to come down in that order, too. Ooh, crap, I did this wrong. Well, that's alright. You know what? I can fix it. Let's put that over there, this over here, and then those two are in the right place. And this one is not, so I'm going to have to twinkle that around. But these two should come this way. I'll have to jockey that one around somehow. Well, let's get this one in place first, I guess. And nope. Oh no, that one is in place. I need something over here, further over here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Does that one go all the way to the left? Maybe? No? Crapples. I did something wrong. Oh, I could be at this for a while, folks. I may just fast forward through this. Like, we better save now before you really screw this up. Okay, I think these 3 all wind up at the end. So, let's... let's get those sorted. Aha. Okay, those 2 are in place. Now, I need to get... I'm not sure which is the other one that goes above that, but it's not that one. It's this one over here. Ah, aha, see? Uh-huh. And these are all out of order now, which sucks. But that's alright, because... Damn. Damn. Alright, let's see if I can get these 2 in the right order first. To get that to happen. Damn. Oh, I freaking hate these things. Hate them. God, they suck. Well, I'm almost there. I had to go a long way around, but... Okay. We are 4 down. 6 down. Oh. Yay. Okay. Now, I can't see it from up here. So I'm going to run over there just to show you. Although I already know what it is. There is a code hidden in this thing. Unfortunately, you can't make text look at it to see it, but it's fairly noticeable. Although I got confused, it blends in with that part of the beef so much I thought this was an 8 for the longest time. But it's 376. So now I have a code, although I don't know what it's for. Oh, while I'm here, I might as well. This is new too. Never really rifled through cushions before.
The zipper on this cushion's stuck. I'll need something to help me open it.
Well, that's no big deal. I got pliers. There we go.
It's a safe key.
Well, if you have a safe key, one wonders what you would need with a combination. But let's just say Margaret was pretty thorough.
The picture looks similar to the one downstairs, except the one downstairs had 3 numbers on it.
Yes, it did.
It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it.
Well, then use the key.
The picture looks similar to the one downstairs, except the one downstairs had 3 numbers on it.
And voila.
Security card.
Like Tex hasn't seen a million of those. What else? Anything? Nope. Should I mess with that panel or just look at it just yet? I probably should have stayed upstairs. Aha.
I need to unscrew that cog from the
I
wall
need that
before I-
screwdriver. Hanging out on the lily pad. Screwdriver! So yeah, so this level is actually impressively large. It's one of the biggest, areas
I know tongs are great for pulling my chestnuts out of the fire.
in a Tex Murphy game that I can think of. I mean, it's just huge. Next closest would probably be, I don't know, Roswell? No, not even, because those weren't that wasn't one large area. That was, interconnected areas. Every time you entered a room, you had to load the new area in.
Great for grabbing things from hot places. Perfect for hot chocolate.
Well then, let's have some hot chocolate, shall we?
Grapple arm? I've always wanted one of these. They're good for reaching items just out of my grasp or in a dangerous situation.
They're also good for ticking off your family and friends by constantly poking them with it. Hello.
This key belongs to an Ultra Pro 900 lock.
Think I saw one of those outside. Oh ho!
Oh, I love sticky notes, and I just used my last one. Wait, something's written on this one.
Listen to me acting like all this is new to me. It's not.
There's a VidPhone message code on here. I could use this on a VidPhone to retrieve messages.
First message. Margaret, we followed your instructions.
It's an empty vial.
Oops.
First message. Margaret, we followed your instructions and combined the valerian flower petals with alcohol in a vial, placed it in a chemical mixer, then administered the serum to the subjects via syringe. However, this only momentarily suppressed rage in the Morlocks. There needs to be a more permanent solution.
Yep.
There are no more messages.
Another table. Oops. Talking to myself again.
Tax, that is all you do. Well, that's not all you do. You solve crimes and save the world and manage to screw things up almost as often as you get things right, but still.
This really ties the room together. Ah, it's open to the centerfold.
Alright. So now, you have to go get that screwdriver. But first, let me see if I can grab it.
Sign says the water's toxic, but how dangerous could it be?
Has there ever been a bigger idiot than you?
So instead, we'll use the grapple arm. Yay! I am one screwdriver up, I guess. Alright.
Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock.
Ultra Pro 900 lock, meet Ultra Pro 900 key.
Nice place to sit.
No, it's not. I am not sitting on that. Good lord. Tex, what are you thinking?
I know what you're thinking, and that's not a good idea.
Oh, it's C4 chewing gum. This stuff packs quite a wallop, but it is grape. I love grape flavor. On second thought, I better find another use for this.
Yeah, that freaked me out the first time I came across it. Thought I was dead. I'm like, I just picked it up. Damn it. Didn't even know what it
Just your
was.
standard table. Rook uses one of those to chase the neighborhood kids off.
Of course he does. Wait, there are kids in that neighborhood? Where?
Now, all I need is a torch to go along with that, and we will storm the castle.
Cute.
Fertilizer that looks as good as it smells. Well, that is one big sack of crap.
Is this? It is. It's actual moonshine.
Yippee! Moonshine. Alright, so... The only other criticism that I would have is that I found this whole demo to be surprisingly easy. You know, my first time around,
The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it.
I played it on gamer level my first time out, and I beat it in like 90 minutes. And there was no point at which I was lost, or the puzzles didn't make me think particularly hard. It was a little disappointing at first until I remembered I've been doing this my whole life. You know, if I didn't get through it on my own, I'd have to, I'd have to look more carefully and to get my adventuring skills back up to par. Damn it!
Maybe it was a little overkill, but was effective.
You think?
I'm sure Thor's big hammer here can straighten a few things out.
All right. So, anyway, at first I thought it was just way too easy, but
Looks like I'll need some firewood.
the more I played it, and I did play it a lot, the more I kind of decided, no, it's not really that bad. It's just, I just, bum rush through it. And I'm sure they're not going to put their hardest, brain crunching puzzles in the demo,
Matches.
But, they want the demo to grab people. They want it to be accessible. As much as I hate that word in games, this is probably adventure games are always better off if everybody can grasp them or figure them out, you know.
Oh, nice fire.
Yes, it is. And while I'm at it, screw you! Clunk. Hello, broken cog.
I'll need to reshape this metal cog.
Well then, let's do this upright. Combine the tongs with the cog.
I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it.
See, Smart Alec comments whenever you combine two items for good or for evil. And some of the Tex Murphy fans reacted very poorly to him for some reason. I've never had a problem with him.
Now I can place this cog in a fire and reshape it.
I mean, I haven't heard all the things he would say if you tried to combine two things that don't work.
How hard did you hit your head?
Well, it's topical considering Tex actually did hit his head.
Yeah, that'll work.
I actually don't mind. You know, I never had an issue with this, ever. It's just weird that I just don't understand everybody's, you know, like, hatred of him.
In this state, the cog is quite malleable. I'll need to find some tools to shape it.
You mean like a big-ass hammer? Yay!
Cog's fixed and ready to be put back.
Let's do it up. Cog me. Clank. Excellent. Now, now it's fallen even further in to the point where the indent is rather obvious. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it up. And hey, look at this. What's down here? Ooh, sneaky Pete. What we got? Oh, hello. Now, the first time I played this, I did not know what that was. I went forward to get a closer look, and he killed me. So, I'm like, it's kind of disappointing that I can't, like, you know, look or examine him from this far away. But, I don't know. I guess they just have a universal range for how close you have to be to things to examine them. Yay, lights are on, no one's home. But first I gotta flood the room, so it's time for another puzzle. And let me see if I can figure this one out. Yes! Thank you! Oh my god! Oh man. I feel so dumb right now. Seriously, I don't know what I did that time so much differently than all the other times, but this puzzle has never taken me that long, ever. Zap! You know, for a computer program, he has an abnormally long death struggle. Okay. So now that the power's off, I can spin that wheel.
It's a card reader, and I'll need the electricity to be on for it to work.
Yoink. And swipey swiperton. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. I forgot to whip up this guy's cure. I mean, that's alright. It's not a big deal, but... I got this far. I might as well finish, damn it. That took forever. Forever. Put that in the pot.
Dear.
I'll need to shine a powerful...
Powerful light, go. Hey, look.
I need something to cut off a Valerian block.
Well, how about cheers?
That might come in handy.
Yep. And... oh, damn it.
I'm experiencing a sen-
Well, I'm almost there. I just need to add some alcohol to bring out the medicinal ability of the Valerian flowers.
I guess what, Count?
I need to place this in a chemical mixer to create...
On it. Let's go. Alright. Let's finish this up, shall we? Now, on to the good stuff.
Make sure this place was soundproof.
Oh dear. First time I saw this, no lie, I went, what is she doing to his
I've
junk?
assembled the spirit radio. Tonight will be my first attempt to contact my husband. The radio is working. I hear voices that are incoherent, eerie, and tantalizing. There must be some way to amplify the power. My last attempt was a near disaster, similar to what happened to Tesla back in 1899. The frequency caused a vibration that increased until I thought the house would split in two. I had to smash the radio. Now I have to start all over. I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I believe I've made contact. I brought the radio into the lab, and I swear that being close to Charles's cryo chamber has intensified the signal. I'm sure it's his voice, but I can't understand what he's saying. I've recorded hours of the voice and had experts analyze the audio from every angle. We've deciphered 3 words: void, return, immortal. I've reached an impasse. I wonder if the Tesla egg, could it amplify the radio's power? It's been weeks since I've heard Charles's voice on the spirit radio. I wonder if the Gideon parasites have moved ahead without me and brought him back to life. It's been years since I made an entry in this video journal. Charles is dead and lost to me forever, and I will die soon. The translator lives one way or another. Whoever sees this, Mantis, Mason, it's up to you to stop the translator.
Stopping the translator isn't going to be easy, and the Tesla egg and spirit radio seem to be the keys. Somehow the information Margaret Leonard took to the grave needs to be uncovered. Is that even possible? I have an eerie feeling it is.
Alright, so that's an awful lot of exposition.
Glass is shattered. Something trying to get in or out.
But it's interesting stuff. Raises a lot of questions that I'm really looking forward to getting the answers to.
Blood all over the floor. Doesn't look fresh. It's troubling. Now there's something you don't typically see in a residential home.
Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna get one.
That's the Rossiter IQ measurement system. I should try this baby out and see what a genius I am.
I think we can all see where this is going.
Don't text. You may not like what you find. Dr. Zaius was right. A man like you is inferior to the simian in every way.
Oh boy. Anyway, poor Tex. Alrighty, so.
More books in here than in my county library. Cursed government spending cuts.
It's just one book.
Not much here except for a chemical mixer.
Morlock plus vials equals hippies. Excellent.
It's a chemical mixer for creating...
I got it. Go.
Hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Manus's pain.
See, I look at this and I wonder if this was supposed to be a puzzle at some point. It's got these raised buttons and the numbers and so forth. And maybe it will be in this full game. You don't know. So.
Well, hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Manus's...
Now that I have the serum, we can go find him and learn a little more.
I waited near the front door, ready for him to show up, but not as ready as I should have been.
Sorry. I can't control it.
Well, I hadn't even noticed because you hide it so well. You're the one that prays, aren't you?
Yes. I am Mantis.
Praying Mantis? Oh, I am losing my touch. API with a salt figured that one out.
That was Margaret's call. So she did see me. It just seems strange she took such a risk coming to see you. So she could give you the injection.
How do you know about that?
Because I was there. And she wanted you to forget everything you had done.
Yeah, well, she pretty much accomplished that.
Yeah. And here you are. Seems kind of strange.
Strange? You know what I find strange? I saw a video of Margaret torturing you.
She wasn't torturing me. She had been helping me for a very long time.
But you're immortal. She made you this way.
You can't blame her. I chose this path. I volunteered to take one of the greatest technological leaps of all time, cloud technology. I was one of the founding members of the Tesla Legacy Society. Along with others, I allowed myself to die and be brought back. We dreamed of waking to a world reborn. We found ourselves worse off than before. And worst of all, we no longer were the people we had been. The cryosleep with unforeseen complications.
Well, at least cryogenics is now partially covered under major medical.
Only a few of us escaped the physical deformities from the freeze. Worst is what it did to our minds. Drove us to madness.
So how come the Tesla Society hasn't taken care of you guys? Certainly the burden shouldn't just fall on Margaret.
The Tesla Legacy Society and its creations are no more.
So what happened? I mean, I know a little of your history since Charles Johansson joined you.
Johansson. I believed in him once. He was our martyr. We carried his work to the foot of his holy cryo chamber. We knew that one day he would return to take us to this glorious future.
And he did return.
Yeah, he was now the translator. He was delusional only as the greatest zealots are. He believed he knew the will of Tesla. He was going to create a gateway, a celestial conduit between heaven and earth. He called it the immortal coil.
Gotcha.
He was determined to build it at any cost. And in the end, we banished him from the society. But he didn't stay banished. Months later, he returned with a small group of men, led by the one known as Slade. They attacked the facility, sparing no one. I saw Slade himself put a gun to my wife's head while she begged for her life. He pulled the trigger. When it was over, they removed every trace of the Tesla legacy society. His files, his equipment. There was only one thing left behind.
Now what?
Key bit of information. The spirit radio frequencies. They were stored in the clouds that Charles never knew about.
And these were important.
It may be the only way to stop Charles from activating the immortal coil.
And that would be bad?
It's very bad. As the split of the planet in two bad. I'll tell you where to find the egg. But I need you to find those frequencies first.
Mantis hands me a photo with the coordinates of the Tesla facility, and it's on an island off the Panamanian coast. As I turn to go, it gives me a veiled warning. When I step into Tesla, it'll be like entering the 9th level of hell.
So good. Although Todd Bridges gives an amazingly, intense performance, but I couldn't help but notice how often he kept looking off to check his lines. Oh, it drove me nuts. Oh, hey, here's the trailer. I love this trailer. It's amazing.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore.
What year do you think it is? Are you serious?
Whoever did this to you could have wiped your memory entirely, but they didn't.
I'm a big fan of forgiving and forgetting. Mostly forgetting.
Do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
Whatever happened to that big, lovable moron?
If I'd asked you that 2 days ago, you would have punched me in the face.
Maybe I should punch you now. Might jog both our memories.
Nice. Classic Tex Murphy.
I don't know what kind of bastard I turned into.
It's one of the great mysteries. Tesla conducted an experiment and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City.
Man has created hell on earth, and the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Nikola Tesla was a genius. The FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers, and the Tesla cash just disappeared.
This is what Tesla intended.
I can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe because I believed in its code of honor. But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. Temptations become obsessions. Each day, innocence fades, your character weakens.
Mantis, you gotta hold it together. You gotta tell me where the egg is.
Everything has led to this.
Oh, goosebumps all over me. Anyway, so yeah, final thoughts on the demo. Fantastic stuff. Like I said, I had a few criticisms, but I am not concerned at all about the final product. It's going to be huge. Just going through what I know of all the trailers, of all the information that they released so far, that one section I just played is a tiny piece of the final product. It is going to be massive. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be is going to be moving. It's going to be very, very funny. And it's going to be totally worth your time and money, especially because it's only $20. I mean, it's fantastic. Considering the kind of replayability that this game is going to have, that's just phenomenal. And I cannot wait to get my hands on the real thing. Hopefully that'll come soon. It'll be on the 7th at any rate. So, anyway, thanks for watching. And I will catch you guys next time. Go and play the demo yourself. It's available on Steam for free. Check it out. You should enjoy yourself as long as you haven't ruined the whole thing by watching up all the way until this point, but that kind of makes this statement kind of pointless. So just go play the demo anyway. You know what? Do yourself one better. Buy the game. Alright? Just do that. Buy the game. It's 10% off on both GOG and Steam if you pre-order it, so go for it. Just do it. You will love it. If you love adventure games, if you have a sense of humor, if you like to think instead of shooting everything, then this will be a great game for you. Check it out.